Penguins, penguins, penguins. They've taken over our multiplexes. First we had March of the Penguins. That won the Oscar for Best Documentary. Then Happy Feet went along and won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. What is next? A penguin win for acting, perhaps? Well, if Cher can do it, then any species can. But it's with rolling of eyes and gritting of teeth that a new penguin movie arrives. But hang on a second. Surf's Up comes along with a fresh new take. What do I mean? Well, the whole film is done in a documentary style. Little more on that later. But right now, I know you're all itching to ask, what is this new little movie about those little birds that cannot fly, that wear tuxedos, all about? Well, I'll tell you, Surf's Up is, not all that surprisingly, about surfing and the penguins that love it. Numero uno on that list is Cody Maverick, a teenage pengy whose only dream is to escape the deadly dull fish sorting job in his hometown of Shiverpool, Antarctica, and join the ranks of the Major League surfers contesting the Penguin World Surfing Championship. Surfers like Cody's hero, Big Z, who inspired Cody as a young hatchling and became 9-time world champ before being lost at sea in a major wipeout. Of course, Cody gets his title shot. He's recruited by surfing promoter / chipmunk Reggie Belafonte and whisked away to Pengu Island, Hawaii, where he not only meets new friends, faces new enemies and falls in love, but maybe, just maybe, discovers his hero Big Z isn't quite as long lost as everyone believes. So we get a mentor relationship which Cody and Z each get something from. Cody learns, of course, that winning isn't everything and to enjoy the process and have fun, while Z gets back in the water hanging six where he belongs. It's all pretty standard stuff, but what makes it different is the style in which it's told. Surf's Up is all presented as a documentary. It means that we get interviews and behind-the-scenes snippets throughout the film, and it is very entertaining. Anyone who's seen the Aardman Creature Comfort series will be familiar with animals providing vox pops to camera, but, and I could be wrong, I think this is the first time it's been utilised in a CGI, and it is very enjoyable.
It really wasn't that easy for him growing up.
My brother was the big egg, I was the little egg.
He never really knew his father.
I'm not the only kid on the island whose dad was, eaten. When I was a boy, I met Big Z. It was awesome. He was the biggest name in surfing. And right then I knew, I was gonna be just like him.
Cody's out in the water all day, shirking his responsibilities.
It takes a real man to sit on an egg.
Oh, you know it.
Quincy, come to daddy!
And then one day...
Wait!
My whale came in.
Like you're gonna do anything.
I was going to show everyone on that iceberg what I could do.
Dude, that was radical.
Yeah, man!
Somebody help the chicken.
From Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation.
Oh man, I'm in love.
This is the third time you've been unconscious this week. I just don't think it's very good for your brain.
Comes the incredible true story of Cody Maverick.
It's gonna be amazing, and I hope the camera's rolling because you're gonna want to watch it over and over.
Surf's Up has been really well handled, the direction is great, and as I mentioned before, having us peek through the lens of a doco crew following Cody around is a really clever device. While it's no Pixar, the animation is excellent. Occasionally it's stunning, like the big wave effects and the slow-mo surfing sequences towards the end. They're almost photo-real. Also helping with an animation is a great cast, so we've got It Boy of the moment Shia LaBeouf as Cody, best named actress ever Zooey Deschanel as love interest Lani, even Napoleon Dynamite himself John Heder comes along as a slacker chicken. Also, James Woods sounds like he's really enjoying himself as a motor-mouthed and occasionally nude chipmunk critter, Reggie Belafonte, and Jeff Bridges virtually reprises his role as the dude from The Big Lebowski as Big Z, and he sounds like he's having a good time with it too. All in all, there's no reason for adults not to enjoy this just as much as the kids. It is a very entertaining, lovable new CGI gem.
These are my ladies. This is Jim. This is my lady Amy. Little Susie.
Penguins polishing your trophies again!
James Woods is very effective as a motor-mouthed and occasionally nude chipmunk creature, Reggie Belafonte, and Jeff Bridges virtually reprises his role as the dude from The Big Lebowski as Big Z, and he sounds like he's having a good time with it too. All in all, there's no reason why adults shouldn't enjoy Surf's Up just as much as the kids. There's some great in-jokes and a really clever technique, making this an entertaining gem.
You know what surfing is about here, but not here.
This is gonna be fun, huh? I can feel it in my nuggets.
It will take more than skill.
Sweet, man.
It will take more than strength.
I'm gonna jump in the water with your head.
Bring it on, Peckerface.
Hey, people, smile on your breath.
Keep your girlfriend out of this. Wow, that feels good. Hey, why don't you work on my glutes a little bit?
To find out what it really means.
Welcome
To be a winner.
Everyone's like, Cody's this, Cody's that. Cody's me, bro. Let me be me.
A winner is somebody who doesn't knock me off my surfboard. Tank's definitely not a winner. He's a dirty trash can full of poop.
Surf's Up.
So get this. I come across penguins. They treat me as their king and put me in a hot tub.
Yum, 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 yum. Oh, yummy, 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 yum, yum, yum.
Okay, cast your mind back, you might remember a film called Bruce Almighty. Starring Jim Carrey, it was a huge hit, so no surprise they were keen for a sequel. Well, old Jim wasn't so keen, so this time around they've used the services of Steve Carell. He pretty much got his break in Bruce Almighty, and this time he's taken over leading duties with Evan Almighty. So we sent Dan along to see what he thought.
Now, before I launch into anything here, I just want to say that I'm a Steve Carell fan. I mean, he's fantastic in the US office, even funnier when he's debating against Stephen Colbert, and probably the only funny thing I thought about Anchorman. But not even he, unfortunately, can fully save Evan Almighty. Apparently, neither can a budget the size of the GDP of some small African nations. But I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just, well, it's no Bruce Almighty, which itself is no Wedding Crashers, which was alright, but I mean, it's no Evil Dead 3. Now that is comedy. I mean, at best, it's worth a look, if only to see how much funny $175 million can buy you. Apparently not heaps. I mean, you can get 2 of every animal you've ever thought of, a giant ark, and a ridiculous amount of Steve Carell falling over. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It's like, hey, Steve Carell, is he all right? No, that's what we're paying him to do. He just falls over. That's all he does. I mean, he needs to get Pilates lessons. His balance is terrible. Evan Almighty picks up with Evan Baxter, TV newsman and arch rival of Bruce Almighty Nolan from the first installment in the series. Evan, recently elected to Congress, moves his family into a new home in a Northern Virginia development where strange things begin to happen. Sounds ominous, right? Quite possibly if you'd invested money into what you thought was going to be a comedy. But fear not, for these strange happenings mainly involve large quantities of wood being delivered to Evan's house, animals taking a strange liking to him, and a sudden bout of interest from Morgan Freeman dressed as a freshly washed handkerchief. After Evan's seen the number 614 about 50 million times, usually accompanied with the word Gen or Genesis, he finally consults his Bible and learns that Genesis 6:14 deals with God's request to Noah to build an ark. So he meets with Morgan a couple more times and finally construction ensues. But of course, everything goes wrong. His family leaves him, he gets dismissed from Congress and probably develops a terrible rash. When I first heard about Evan Almighty, I admit I was very excited. I'd enjoyed Bruce Almighty, thought this new plot had a lot of potential and was at the heart of my Steve Carell man crush. Tom Shadyac was directing again and Steve Odekirk was writing. It seemed that only divine intervention could prevent a massive success, or lacking divine interpretation. The movie is funny here and there, mainly due to my man Steve, but lacks depth and comes across a bit trite, to be honest. Admittedly, the ark looks super cool, and the bevy of animal talent came together well, but the whole husband sacrifices family for calling, which ultimately leads him back to them plotline, is wearing really, really thin. Thinner than Wanda Sykes' character versatility. Ooh, deep burn. Ultimately though, if you liked Bruce Almighty, you're gonna like Evan Almighty. Unfortunately, the plot, like the movie's leading man, falls over a little bit. I just expected a little bit more from the team who brought us Bruce Almighty, considering Scrooge McDuck threw his entire fortune at them. I guess if I was a teacher, I'd probably give it a B-. Unless, of course, I was bribed, in which case I would accept the money and keep the rating at a B-. Integrity. Look, anyway, if you like Steve Carell, you're going to love this movie, so go and see it. See you next week.
I know that this doesn't make any sense. I just want you to trust me.
Dad, I'm with you.
Me too.
Is that a llama with a hammer?
Let's finish this sucker.
Are you ready for a
this summer.
His name is Evan Baxter, but now he goes by New York's Noah. Heaven's Evan, the weirdo with a beardo.
When it comes to saving the world, some assembly may be required.
Thanks.
I can't even get my cat to use the litter box.
People, the flood is imminent. Is it too much to ask for a little precipitation?
Evan Almighty.
Righto, Brisbane, if you're into glitz and glamour and you're not currently occupying yourself on some kind of parade float, stay with us. Right after the break, we've got the review of Hairspray.